I just wanted to say thank you for this opportunity because I'm totally an outsider of these things and trying to learn something.
No, that's great.
Camera's broken.
No problem. Thanks for letting us know. Yeah, this is definitely we're definitely welcome to beginners, and this meetup is definitely very on the beginner friendly side. So yeah, you're very welcome. So I'm just gonna help some stragglers come into the workshop. Okay. So yeah, I guess today we don't have too many attendees. Just trying Discord for the first time. Seems like some people might have gotten confused, but
Anthony, it's possible to record here and after then publish on YouTube or another channel?
Yeah, we're actually. I have my friend. He's streaming this, and it's gonna get recorded. Yeah. So yeah, definitely. Okay, so let's just dive straight into RSK. I'm going to start sharing my screen, and so I'm going to do an overview of RSK real quick. So let's. All right, I've just gone live. Do you guys see my screen? Yeah, you guys should be able to see my screen.
We need to click on watch stream. Yes.
Okay, so yeah. All right. By the way, since I'm here, this is the DevCache Bounty platform. You log in. You can log in with XDAI. You have to log in with MetaMask and connect XDAI. Actually, so if you just go here and you go to become a DevCache Bounty Hunter, all of the instructions are right here. So just follow these instructions and then start using the bounty platform. Here you can actually post bounties, you can explore bounties, and you can hunt bounties as well. So you got to sign in, and when you hunt them, you see the reward right here that's locked up in a smart contract. And once you hunt it, you make a submission. The bounty poster approves the submission, and then you receive the bounty. And yeah, just wanted to show that to you, make you guys aware about that.
Hey, Antoine.
Yeah.
So what's an example of a bounty?
Oh, a bounty can be anything. In this case, we're a developer focused, so we have a lot of developer bounties. So here's a bounty, for example, review a tutorial. We got to post more bounties right now, but so there's a tutorial review bounty. Here's a tutorial proposal bounty. We can give you bounties for writing tutorials as well. Here's a bounty for reviewing documentation, for reporting issues. We had a bounty before for joining Discord. I got to post that one up again. And basically anything we want to build out our network, Blockchain Developers United, we can put bounties on. Right now we want to have more events, more workshops, more communities. So if you want to do a workshop, we'll definitely give you a bounty for that. Yeah, so a lot of the bounties are sort of educational focused right now, but that's okay. We're trying to build people up and train people. And it's one of our main goals at the moment. We also give out bounties for building out apps and things like that we want.
Okay, thank you.
If you're interested, just talk to me on Discord and we can go into more detail.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
No problem. We'll probably be doing a bounty event too in the near future. But yeah, let's get straight to RSK. So there's a few different things I want to go through. One is what is RSK? So RSK is a sidechain, a Bitcoin sidechain. It's secured by the network, but it's its own network. It's its own separate blockchain that is pegged to Bitcoin, the Bitcoin blockchain, and secured by the Bitcoin blockchain. But that has faster blocks, so faster transaction speeds, and also cheaper transactions as well. But still, like draws from the security of Bitcoin. So it can be a very, or RSK is very secure and shares security with Bitcoin. There's a few things you have to understand about that, but basically, okay, so the things we want to go through are how RSK is pegged to Bitcoin, that it has a two-way peg between Bitcoin and smart Bitcoin. Smart Bitcoin is the currency of the RSK blockchain. One Bitcoin equals one smart Bitcoin, and you can convert between Bitcoin and smart. And also the fact that the RSK chain is Ethereum virtual machine or EVM compatible, and that means that it supports Solidity smart contracts, and you can basically take any app that you create on Ethereum and port it directly to RSK, and it should work the exact same. So yeah, let's go through in more detail and things. Another thing to think about is that Bitcoin has hundreds of billions of dollars of value right now, and so that makes RSK quite a nice DeFi opportunity because there's a lot of value tied up in Bitcoin that can go towards DeFi applications, and because RSK smart coin Bitcoin is Bitcoin, a lot of that money could potentially flow onto RSK. So it's a very exciting sort of opportunity for growth in DeFi applications that hasn't really taken off yet, and we're at the very ground level. Of course, it's speculative. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to take off, but if it takes off, right now is a very early time to start building RSK before sort of like the flood of large amounts of Bitcoin start going onto RSK and start being used for DeFi. And it can grow very fast because DeFi has taken off on Ethereum. And of course, it took a lot of time for that to grow up, and for apps to get used, to get built on Ethereum took a lot of time. But all of those apps that are already built and proven and working can instantly be ported to RSK in a very small amount of time, and start growing very, very fast. Because it's already been proven on Ethereum. All you have to do is really just take the code and deploy it on the RSK blockchain, and it should work very well. So yeah, if you're interested in DeFi, RSK is a very promising place to look. Yeah, so smart contracts. Essentially, all the smart contracts on Ethereum and any VM-compatible blockchain are workable on RSK. Like, you just take the same Solidity code or Viper code or whatever and deploy it, and it'll work. The only difference is instead of paying transaction costs in Bitcoin, in Ethereum, you pay transaction costs in smart Bitcoin. So you need to get smart Bitcoin onto your blockchain. We'll be going through that with Solange and how to set up your wallet and stuff, I believe. So yeah, so how is RSK connected to Bitcoin? Well, it's connected to Bitcoin through the merged mining and the two-way peg, also known as the bridge. So there's two concepts there, merged mining and the two-way peg. So those are the very, very two important concepts you need to understand in order to understand RSK. We'll go through that in a little bit more detail. And then finally, there's the RSK infrastructure framework, which is basically the RSK ecosystem, right? Which is all the RSK marketplaces and official services and things like that. And that's all tied together. The RIF token. So the RIF token is the native cryptocurrency of the RSK infrastructure framework, and it's just used to access all of the the official RSK services and marketplaces, things like that. The RIF token is essentially an ERC20 token on top of the RSK blockchain. The native cryptocurrency of the RSK blockchain, well, probably forever, is smart Bitcoin. So you pay transactions in smart Bitcoin and things like that. But the RIF token is the cryptocurrency whose value is tied to the success of RSK network. So if you want to invest in the RSK network, you would want to buy the RIF token, not necessarily smart Bitcoin. Smart Bitcoin is the same as Bitcoin and pegged one-to-one with Bitcoin. Yeah, so I mean, let's take a look, for example, RSK Blockchain Explorer. Let's go over this for a second. let's take a quick look at this, and then we'll go over merged mining. So this is the RSK Blockchain Explorer. If you use the scan, there's a lot of similarities to that. Yeah, you can see a bunch of stats here. This is how much Bitcoin is locked up on RSK. 2,000, thought it was a bit more. Well, 2,000 is still a lot of value. So 2,000 Bitcoin is locked up into the RSK blockchain, and that has become smart Bitcoin. So once you have smart Bitcoin, you can use that for transaction fees. So you can send a smart Bitcoin over to other people. You pay a little transaction fee in smart Bitcoin, and then you can also use it to deploy smart contracts and interact with smart contracts and all of those nice things. Yeah, I mean, let's click on the block, for example. Yeah, so these blocks are happening around 2-3 times a minute, and each block has about 2 or 3 transactions. It's not very used left, not very highly used yet. Blocks aren't being filled up, but that can also be seen as an opportunity to get in early onto developing on RSK. So let's take a look at the transaction. Transaction right here. So you can see the transaction has a from address, value. I'm not sure what kind of transaction this is actually.
This was a creation of a smart contract because it's from zero address. Probably. Remarks. This is a transaction that rewards the miners who are validating the transaction on RSK.
Oh.
You can discover this because the type is remax.
Remask. Oh, okay. I'm not familiar
Yes.
with that. Oh, okay. So it's created by the miners somehow, and it's like maybe related to the Coinbase transaction.
This is a smart contract that it's built inside the RVM, the RSK virtual
Right.
machine,
So
and
it's like
this smart contract rewards the miners.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's some deeper knowledge, and something that you get into if you study the deeper parts of RSK. I wasn't aware of that until today. But here's, for example, another transaction. There's no RBTC here, but value. Maybe this is a smart contract. Yeah, this is a smart contract call. Yeah, and then you see that there's a gas used and a gas price and a transaction fee. So the transaction fee is 0.00006 Bitcoin. So that's probably something like 1 cent or something like that. If 1 Bitcoin is $40,000, then that's probably around 1 cent or something. So it's pretty cheap still. I mean, yeah, that's like really cheap. So you can do a lot of really good apps on here. And maybe sort of what I would do if I was thinking of developing on RSK I would build maybe DeFi apps and other types of apps, and sort of prepare for an onrush of new users in the near future, and try and build like infrastructure for that. But that's just me. So yeah, you can explore more in the Blockchain Explorer. So let's go over merged mining a little bit. I have where was it? Merged mining RSK. I found a good article here. I couldn't find too many charts on it, but maybe you can help me, Solange. But found like a really good chart here.
The HackerNoon, it's very good.